everybody, it's Ramona here again from Connect Your Angels with the weekly Oracle card reading, and this is going to be the reading for June 23rd through to the 29th. And I thought this week I would actually work with the Healing with the Angels deck. I actually haven't worked with this one for a while, so this is one that wanted to come out and play this week. So we'll go ahead and get started, and as always I will draw 3 cards. One will be for the beginning of the week, one will be for the middle, and one for the end, and you'll see what we get. Okay, so I'll take that one for the beginning of the week, and this will be for the middle, and this one will be for the end of the week. I wanted to do this reading outside again, but unfortunately it's raining, so here we are stuck inside, but that's okay. Ooh, I like this. Beginning of the week, we have blessings. Many, many blessings. And what's actually coming up with this is that the angels are constantly giving us guidance so that they can help answer what it is you've asked for help with. But if you don't actually follow through with the guidance, then they can't fully help you. So the idea is the blessings are there, but there is a responsibility on your part to follow through with the guidance so that they can totally help you. Because as I said, if they are giving you the guidance and then you're just choosing not to walk it out, then unfortunately the help, the full help can't be there, right? And it's like saying, I really want to win the lottery, and then you never buy a ticket, right? It's that kind of thing. So the blessings are absolutely there, but it is, again, your responsibility. It's a partnership when you work with the angels, right? They can't just wave a magic wand and plunk everything that you've wanted in your lap. There is a part that you have to do. So really tune in. So how does guidance show up? Well, again, it's anything that's repetitive. So repetitive gut feelings you have, thoughts that come into your mind, things you're seeing, things you're hearing, or things you have a knowingness about that just come to you over and over and over. And it may not be, today, tomorrow, the next day. There could be a gap of time between when these things repeat. So you have to pay really close attention. And when you just start working with the angels, it's helpful sometimes to write things down. If you get a thought that comes into your head and you're like, oh, that's interesting, I never thought of that before, jot it down. And then, continually go back to that same place and see if there's something that's repeating there. Because if it is, then that's when it's something you need to pay attention to, okay? So think about that, especially for Monday and Tuesday. The blessings are there. It's just our job to tune into it, okay? And the other thing I'm hearing is hidden blessings. Some of you are going through a rough time right now and you're thinking, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? It's kind of that blessing in disguise. So sometimes people will have something what they think to be catastrophic happen, like they lose a job or something like that. That kind of thing happens in their life. And in the moment, they're like, this is definitely not a blessing. But when they kind of transition through that and come through to the other side, they do realize that it was a blessing. And I've had people tell me, getting this disease or losing my job, it actually was the best thing that ever happened to me because it totally changed my mindset. It totally pushed me in another direction that I wouldn't have had the personal courage to do on my own. So there's that at play as well. So if you are struggling right now, please know that there is something in that for you to pay attention to. There could be hidden blessing or hidden lesson. If you're unsure, ask your angels to help you understand what that lesson is, okay? But again, it might take some time for you to work through that and to see what that hidden blessing is. Okay, in the middle of the week, we have freedom. Freedom, yay. What's coming up with this is about choice, right? We all have choice, and that's kind of what differentiates us from other species, that we can choose to do something or not to do it. And a lot of time we fall into that victim mentality, thinking that stuff is imposed on us, where in fact we actually have a choice in the matter. Even because the way this works is, even if something isn't working out the way we would want it to, the choice that we have is in how we perceive that situation, right? Even a prisoner who's locked in a cell, that you would think has no freedom, right? They have a choice of how they see that situation. So it's a matter of really thinking about what your mindset is right now about certain things. And they're saying not to fall into the victim trap. So if something isn't going as you had hoped, again, it's okay to feel your feelings, to be disappointed, to be upset, to be sad, angry, whatever feeling you're feeling, but don't let that control you. Don't be consumed by it and fall down into that trap of just letting that take over, right? It's like feel your feelings, but then choose to move forward from this in some capacity, right? You've heard, where there's a will, there's a way. And that's what they're saying. There's always a way, and especially when you work with them, they'll show you the way. So don't, if you're not happy with your circumstances and the picture that you're living in, draw a new picture is really what it comes down to. And I don't mean to come across as, making your situation, I'm not making light of anything. I know a lot of people out there have some big things they're working on and working through. But it is true that if you aren't happy with where you are, you have the power within you to change your circumstances around. So really think about that on Wednesday and Thursday, okay? That we always have freedom because we always have choice. All right? I hope that makes sense. And then in the end of the week, we have answered prayer. And really that's echoing this one again about the blessings, tuning into their guidance, because the guidance they give you is answered prayer. It's how they're responding to what it is you've asked them for help with. So, if you want their help fully, you have to be the one willing to do some action steps, right? A lot of people are like wanting, hoping, wishing, desiring, but there's not a lot of action behind that, right? So you can want till the cows come home, but like I said, if you aren't willing to put the legwork into it, it can't happen. You have to take responsibility and you have to take your part in manifesting what it is you desire, right? And so that might mean making a phone call, following up on an opportunity that's come your way. Even if you think, I don't understand why, now I've come across this person. I don't see really how they can help me in any way. But the angel's job is to sort of work at connecting the dots and putting the right people, putting the right opportunities, putting the right situations in front of you to get you connected to that next spot where you need to be. So even if you don't fully understand something, follow through on it anyway. Call that person even if you don't really understand why you're being guided to do so. And maybe that person then is going to connect you with somebody else or a situation or something like that. So you can see what I'm saying. So, if you have that inkling, if the stuff's repeating, if it's coming to you again and again, to go to a certain place, to call a certain person, to follow up on something, just do it. Don't try to figure it all out, why, how, where, whatever. Just go with that and see what happens. And the more you do that and you learn to trust it, the more you'll see that those types of urgings are generally urging you in the right direction. And after time, you won't have to question it so much. And you will learn to trust it a lot more, okay? So really a strong week talking about tuning in to the angel's guidance, to following it so they can bring you these beautiful blessings, right? Answers to your prayer. And pay attention to your thoughts, to your choices that you're making, and making sure you're choosing the things that you want and not falling into the victim role, okay? So that's it for this week. Again, this is sort of a general reading for everybody out there, but if what you're experiencing right now, if you feel like you need some one-on-one support with that, then I invite you to reach out to me, let me know what you're struggling with, and you can just go to www.tinyurl.com/angel application. And you can just let me know what's going on, and then we can set up a time to chat further on that. So again, it's tiny URL, it's tiny like little, url.com/angel application. And let me know what's going on. And if you haven't been over on my website, you can go over there too. You can grab my free gift at www.connecttoyourangels.com and head over there. And if you're enjoying these videos, please let me know what you think. Comment, like them, share them with your friends if you think other people would enjoy them as well. And enjoy your week, everybody. Have a great one, and we will see you all here next week. Thanks again for tuning in.